A liquidator prepares to clean the reactor roof. Chernobyl, 1986. A young Chuck Norris demonstrates his karate techniques. A reference photo of Marilyn Monroe back when she was known as Norma Jean Baker, taken in 1946 by pinup artist Earl Moran. (1870) Chinese wedding palanquin symbolized the bride's transition from one world to another. Mother and Son, 1940s. Elvis with German fans while in the Army, 1959. Woman demonstrating jiu-jitsu, 1931. Volcanologist Arpad Kerner and his assistant in protective suits near the crater of the Stromboli volcano, 1933, Italy. (1945) A selfie with Hitler, Germany. At the Bell Market, Nizhny Novgorod Fair, Russian Empire, 1902. How a woman should defend herself against a murderer, and how to use her fist. Photo from Het Leven magazine. The largest funeral attendance in Swiss history in 1960 for General Henri Guisan, who ensured that Switzerland was not invaded during World War II, having mobilized the country's defenses in only 3 days in 1939. Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher on the set of The Empire Strikes Back, 1979. Back in the 80s, men rocked crop tops and mesh like it was nothing. Kokoshnik, traditional Russian headpiece, early 20th century. Joe Biden, 1953. Gymnastics display by members of 2nd Royal Battalion, Ludhiana Sikhs, 11th Sikh Regiment, Waziristan, 1936. C. Elizabeth Taylor. Christmas Mail, 1910. Mercedes Elenek, the girl after whom the car was named, 1900s. A woman sweeps New York City. The city is shown at a scale of 1 to 1200 at the 1964 World's Fair. 1910 pic of the Big Tree Room. Englishman James Hutchings' addition to his upper hotel Yosemite left a 175-foot tall, 8-foot round cedar tree in the center of the room. Sadly, now gone. Prisoners of the Amping concentration camp after liberation. A group of people engaged in topographic surveying during the Wild West. A Berkeley University student sits barefoot in the lotus position. California, United States, 1960. Rolls-Royce of Indian Raja Sir Raghunandana Prasad Sikh, 1907. Soviet children at a demonstration in support of Likhbez, the literacy campaign. Moscow, June 1, 1923. Better pay in the IRA, children dressing up as Provisional Irish Republican Army members in Derry, Northern Ireland, mid-1970s. Musician at Miami University, using his instrument as a sunshade, 1966. Arnold Schwarzenegger running a small construction business in 1970 LA with his friend Franco Columbu. Stumphouse, United States, 1905. Women of New York and adjacent cities marched down Fifth Avenue to the rhythm of muffled drums in an international protest against war. Two well-dressed gentlemen and their equally elegant dog in Stockholm, Sweden, 1880s. A local businessman in Constantinople in 1920 carried chairs on his back and rented them out to tired tourists for 10 cents. Russian soldier burning useless Soviet banknotes for warmth, Chechnya, 1995. The first microwave oven, 1947. August 9, 1913, Ruth Bancroft Law Oliver was the first woman to fly an aircraft in Maine. Miss Auto Accessory, United States, 1960s. Al Jolson, the world-famous black man. Over 400 Navajo Marines served during World War II and created an unbreakable code from their language that allowed for rapid, complex communication that saved countless lives and contributed significantly to American victories, 1940s. Members of the Hells Angels biker gang, 1973. Travolta and Stallone. Buffalo Bill C., 1871. Actress Louise Campbell, driving a Dan Lally concept car powered by a supercharged V8 engine with streamlined aluminum body and retractable hardtop, 1938. Stonehenge, 1897. Eligible Black Bachelors of 1964. In old black society magazines, this was a way of making respectable marriage matches without the direct involvement of family. A basket carrier at a London market, England, 1930. With the illuminated United States Capitol in the background, mourners form an endless line which lasted through the night to pay their respects to the President John F. Kennedy in Washington, District of Columbia on November 24, 1963. A girl in rags at the Saratov railway station in Russia collecting precious grain of wheat, USSR, 1921. Athletes fall during a race at a New York cycling track. Paul Verhoeven and Arnold Schwarzenegger on the set of Total Recall, 1989. Dresden, Germany. Two women wearing raven masks, 19th century. Martin Luther King is arrested on vagrancy charges, Alabama, 1958. Bridge over the Capilano River Canyon, Vancouver, 1908. Preparing for Christmas, London, 1915. The best job in the factory, a reader would read books as workers worked to boost morale, 1933. A Vietnamese child clings to his bound father, who was rounded up as a suspected Viet Cong guerrilla during Operation Eagle Claw in the Bong Sun area, 280 miles northeast of Saigon on February 17, 1966. Icelandic circus performer and actor Johan Pettersson, 1930s. Dust Storm, Amarillo, Texas, 1936. Michael J. Fox with fans behind the scenes of Back to the Future, 1985. A young Mila Jovovich with her dog. Helena Bonham Carter, 1989. German soldier whose face was severely disfigured by artillery fire during World War I. A Sikh soldier holds a captured German flag after the surrender of German forces in Italy, May 1945. How a Man Changes a Smelly Diaper, United States, 1960s. Sammy Davis Jr. at Atlantic City Beach with some ladies, August of 1954. One span of the $1 million bridge of the defunct Copper River and Northwestern Railroad was dropped into the Copper River by the earthquake, Alaska, 1964. A Leningrad prison cell, Russia, 1991. Photo by Hans-Jürgen Burkhardt. The Japanese Hakata Gion Yamakasa Festival, July 1894. This festival is believed to be over 770 years old and is still celebrated today. Metallica's Jason Newsted and Kirk Hammett visit the Red Hot Chili Peppers on September 16, 1989 at the Fillmore in San Francisco, California, United States. Belka the Cosmonaut Dog, Soviet Union, August 1960. Traverse City State Hospital staff wearing skull masks, 1898 to 1912. Michigan. Elizabeth Taylor, France, 1949. In Sweden, 1921, a grieving father beside his deceased daughter who lived less than a month. A lawyer who wishes to remain anonymous at a court hearing. Communist rally during the German Revolution, 1918. Women crouch in a muddy canal as they take cover from intense Viet Cong fire at Bao Tri, about 20 miles west of Saigon, on January 1, 1966. Harrison Ford and Ke Huy Quan on the set of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom in 1984. Jerry Rubin, a prominent Yippie activist of the 1960s, enters a House Committee on Un-American Activities October 1, 1968, that was investigating the clashes at the 1968 Democratic Convention. A woman falls to the beach after she was attacked by 3 white women segregationists when she attempted a wade-in with several African American and white desegregationist demonstrators at St. Augustine Beach, Florida, on June 23, 1964. Special Event Fashion Train, 1983. Punks on a Tank, Moscow, 1991. Saguaro National Park, 1935 versus 2010. Many saguaros have died out due to freezes and droughts. Allison Hayes, born 1930, died 1977, was an American film and television actress and model. A Gift for a Loved One on St. Valentine's Day, London, 1895. Alwar's king who used Rolls-Royce cars for garbage collection to avenge his insult. Playboy model Vicky Witt plays pinball in California, 1978. A shepherd from the village of Karakechdi with his children, Azerbaijan, 1980s. Lucy Liu, 1999. Winston Churchill and his aunt, Dublin, 1880. A patient undergoes an examination. The sound of his heartbeat is amplified by a loudspeaker. Young Robert De Niro. A group camping in the 1920s with a tent trailer kitchen. Photographer of the atomic bomb test, Bikini Atoll, 1946. These 3 children, 2 aged 6 and 1 aged 10, worked as oyster harvesters in Port Royal, United States in 1912. Work began every day at 4 a.m. An Elvis Presley fan sees him on stage in the mid-1950s. Captain Herbert Sobel of Band of Brothers infamy with his infant son around 1946. First Lady Florence Harding plants a southern magnolia tree northeast of the entrance to the original 1902 East Wing on March 29, 1922. West African children with freshly caught bats. Northern Province, Sierra Leone, 1968. Princess Diana with her sons in the park, April 13, 1993, Thorpe, England. Theodore Roosevelt Jr. with Eli Yale, a hyacinth macaw, in the White House Conservatory, 1902. (1944), a Frenchman gives a light to Winston Churchill. Classic horror film actor Boris Karloff at the Magic Castle in Hollywood with the Frankenstein monster and a gorilla, circa 1967. Santa parachutes into the mall in Carroll's, Florida, 1962. Freddie Mercury and Annie Lennox in 1987. Linda Carter as Miss World USA, 1972. Photographic postcard of an actor named Edward Garrett, who was in character as the Little Stranger. The postcard, dating from the early 1900s, depicts Garrett as a child wearing a monocle and holding a cigarette. Katie Sanwina, Lady Hercules. Warsaw, 1980, a happy couple with a supply of toilet paper. Harry Powers, the butcher of Clarksburg, stands in jail. The police explained the bruises by claiming that Harry had fallen up some stairs. 1931. A Wedding in Romania, 1930s, nothing extra. A woman sat in the wagon reserved for white people to protest against apartheid, 1952. Looking for a Space, Omaha, Nebraska, 1970s. An American young girl, Jan Rose Casimir, confronts the American National Guard outside the Pentagon during the 1967 anti-Vietnam March. This march helped to turn public opinion against the United States war in Vietnam, Washington, D.C., United States. 1967. Angelina Jolie, 1988. A Sputnik-type car used by the Italian Communist Party during the 1958 Italian general elections. Kim Il-sung visiting Mangyeongdae Revolutionary School, 1962. Elizabeth Hurley, 1990s. A woman looking for her family writes a message in Berlin, 1945. After their homes were destroyed, many left notes in the ruins so others would know where to find them. Claudia Schiffer, 1991. The Ohio building of the Panama Pacific International Exposition being barged from San Francisco to San Carlos, August 16, 1916.